Hello, class. This section is on programmer or programming style and dealing with the different nested if levels. Okay, programming style and nested decision structure. For readability and easier debugging, it's important to use proper alignments and indentions in a set of nested if statements. And all they're trying to tell you is that you need to have your indentation levels set so that you can easily depict what if and maybe else is on the same level. Because as you have these nested ifs, you can get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into levels. And if you have everything on the same level, it's very hard to either debug and even to go back and add code because you're not sure where to add the particular code. Now, does it make your program incorrect or wrong or will it not work? It will work, but the thing is, it will make it very hard to debug. Okay, and so it gives an example here, and it says, "Do not write like this." Of this code, and if you look at it, everything is aligned evenly. So it makes it very hard to determine where what if level you're at when you're dealing with a particular block of text, or what else level you're at. But you can program this way without getting errors. But like I said, it makes it harder for you or either someone who comes behind you to modify your code. All right. So it's a proper indentation and alignment. Alignment also makes it easier to see which if and else clauses belong together. And as we said earlier, it just makes it very easy. So if you look at this particular one as compared to this one, you see how it's much easier to see that, okay, this is my outer if, all right? This is all my true uh, block. And this is that inner if, that nested if. This is all its true logic. And then this is false logic. But all of this logic in between here and here is for the true of whether or not employed is equal to yes. So you see how it makes it a little bit better. And this else logic is for if employed is no, then it will just perform this and continue. But as I say, it's up to you to try to code in a fashion to where your data or your information is readable. Remember, we also talked about user defined variables. Same thing. You want to come up with some type of kind of like systematic approach to how you create your variable names. You want them meaningful. You want them long enough to where it's not just X, A, I, whatever. When you're doing a little small test, it's no problem. But when you get to writing larger code, you run into these issues. And many people they'll write code and say, "Oh well, I'm always remember this what this variable is used for." But once you start writing code on a daily, basis, you may write code, and then a month down the line, you looking at code that you actually have written, and it's like, why did I use this? What is this used for? And now you have to go back and try to start back from the beginning of the program, line by line, understanding what's going on, because you didn't actually give good user identifiers. Okay. And another thing also, when you writing out your expressions, it's a good idea to space them out. Look at this, where you have if employed equals yes. Now, it's not wrong to take out the space between employed and the first equal, and the space between the last equal and the single quote. But it just makes it more readable. You can read through it. You make it find errors easier, etc. But It's not a necessity, but it could be based on how you write your code for the company that you may work for. So you don't want to learn something to have to unlearn it when you get out into the workforce. So try to work on your best practices so that you won't have to try to relearn ways of I would say proper coding, but coding in a fashion to where it's readable and it's easier to debug.